Hey y'all, it's your girl Stephanie and welcome to Wrestling in Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Please thumbs up and thumbs down this video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both of those links are in the box above my page and in the About section. Also, it's in my introductory video. And basically, go ahead and follow me there because I post a lot on Twitter. I talk about all kinds of stuff on Twitter. And I post stuff on Instagram. I am on my road to 100. If I haven't mentioned that, I want to have 100 subscribers at some point here really soon. That is a goal that I'm setting. I want 100 subscribers. Why? Because I feel like I deserve 100 subscribers. I feel like that would just be fabulous. I feel like you all would love me to have 100 subscribers. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell that fucking friend you hate to come on over and listen to Wrestling Color Podcast. They don't even have to watch wrestling. After they listen to me, they are going to seek out wrestling because they're going to want to know what the hell I'm talking about. Right? Right. So, what are we talking about today? Well, this is going to be a mashup. It's going to be, I'm going to talk about Crown Jewel, and I'm going to talk about SmackDown. Speaking of which, did you see SmackDown? Because today's Saturday. Did you see SmackDown on Friday? Listen. Yes. Yes. I want to go ahead and give SmackDown November 1st, 2019 a round of applause because that is going to be etched in history of SmackDown as one of the more entertaining shows, full of excitement and good times in 2 hours where I did doze off, but I woke right back the fuck up. Okay? So good. And we're going to get to that because Crown Jewel took place on Friday. No, it did not. On Thursday, out in Saudi Arabia. And because of the events of Crown Jewel, they played a role in SmackDown, which is going to play a role in the next pay-per-view, which I personally enjoy. And that pay-per-view is Survivor Series. And this Survivor Series is going to be NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going for NXT, and it only makes sense because NXT is in this war and they need as much momentum and push and exposure as they can get. Now we'll get to that. So let's go ahead and start talking about this Saudi Arabia shenanigans and things that have went on out in Saudi Arabia. Did I watch all 17 hours of Crown Jewel? Absolutely not. What I did do was get a highlight reel because I'm not fucking sitting there. And number two, I was at work. Okay, we are grown folks out here and we gotta work and raise children and enjoy things while the bills get paid. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the first match, which was Brock Lesnar, WWE champion, versus Cain Velasquez. So I think this match was like 2 minutes. Brock won, and Rey Mysterio came out to beat him with a chair. Came out with a chair, beat Brock with the chair. Brock rolled out, and then that was that. So that is going to play an integral role in SmackDown, and we'll get to that when we get to SmackDown. The sad part is that Brock Lesnar beat Kofi Kingston in 2 seconds to take his championship, only to beat Cain Velasquez in 2 minutes. Anyway, let's go ahead on over to the next match, which was something like was it the oh my god, was it a tag team turmoil match? I believe team turmoil match. And what I'm annoyed by is you have the Raw Tag Team Championship, which is the Viking Raiders, and then you have the the SmackDown champions, which are, who are them two dudes? I completely forgot their names. Well, y'all know who they are. But the people that won are the OC, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. So they are now the best tag team in the world. Meanwhile, your two tag team champions on each brand have lost terribly. I don't understand that. Then you had Mansoor versus Cesaro. Cesaro was just a fantastic wrestler. There's really nothing I can say about that. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. He has the look. I'm not really sure why he's not where he needs to be at the top of the card, but he went up against Mansoor. And Mansoor gets rolled out only when they go to Saudi Arabia. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, I asked where, I think her name is Shadia. She was signed to WWE. She was the first touted as the first Saudi Arabian wrestler. It's signed to the WWE. I don't know what happened to the woman. She would probably have fit here fabulously, considering quote unquote history had happened the same night. So Mansoor won, and he was super excited, and they roll him out for the Saudi Arabians because he's Saudi Arabian, and he gets to talk to the people and make them feel great and fabulous. Then we had Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman, and what I would have liked was Tyson Fury really knocking the fuck out of Braun Strowman, like cold to the floor, flat to the floor knockout, but he didn't, but he won. Tyson Fury won, and Braun Strowman just is is Braun Strowman. Like, okay. Then this was the big deal of the night: Natalya versus Lacey Evans in a women's wrestling match. Just the fact that women were wrestling out in Saudi Arabia seemed to have moved a lot in the wrestling community and WWE, and we're the first, and we're the first, and we're the first, and they're gonna shove that down our throats, and they're not gonna let us forget it, and they're not gonna. Now, yes, these are the first women to wrestle in an oppressive kingdom as Saudi Arabia, because the women out there can't do shit without their husbands, even the way they sit in the arena. Excuse me. You can't. I had to take a swing. You can't see the shows as a single man. You gotta have, you gotta go sit up in the single man, and the women can't go by themselves. They have to go with the husband or a family. It's just it's some hardcore shit. And everyone's really excited about it, and it's just like, okay, girl. So, Lacey Evans, the heel, put the heel persona away to go ahead and show the girls that you can be what you want to be. Okay, great for them. Natalya ended up winning, and this is mostly for propaganda and WWE, I guess, showing, look at the women, look what we're doing. Next up, we had the main event, which was Seth Rollins versus The Fiend. Now, this is controversial because it seems like a lot of wrestling fans are worried about what other wrestling fans feel about the wrestling product. Oh, why do you all complain? Why don't you mind your fucking business? You like it, be happy. If I want to complain, let me do that. So, here's my complaint, okay? The time The Fiend should have won was Hell in a Cell. Everybody was ready for that. The planets was lined up. The stars were aligned. You could feel it in the air. You could taste it. It was palpable. You got everyone riled up to the point of busting. And then you just disappointed every fucking body for weeks. And for The Fiend to win the WWE Universal Championship in Saudi Arabia, of all fucking places. Why didn't you just let him win it in front of a U.S. audience in fucking at the Survivor Series or WrestleMania? I don't fucking know. But you know what I do know? The Fiend got the belt, and ain't nobody taking the shit off the Fiend. That's what I know. Okay? That's it. The Fiend got the WWE champion, the Universal Championship. Don't nobody should be taking it off the Fiend. Now, this is the problem. The Fiend is a SmackDown superstar, and he has the Red Brands Championship. Okay, cool. Keep that in mind. So, that's really it. The biggest thing that came out of Saudi Arabia was the women's match and the Fiend winning. So, let's move on over to SmackDown, because SmackDown last night, you know, what happened was, if you were under a rock, so the superstars weren't able to get back to the United States in time to do SmackDown. Word on the sheets, word on the sheets is that first it was reported that Vince McMahon got into an argument with the Saudi royalties. Second, it was reported that there was a mechanical malfunction on the plane, which made the plane be grounded, and everybody was a little bit upset about that. So we were all kind of worried because it's Saudi Arabia, and we like, come on, listen, we want our superstars back, because at the end of the day, yes, these are just superstars. Yes, these are just humans. They have families. They have people that love them. We love them, and we want them home safe. That's that. You could be mad at Seth Rollins, but Colby Lopez is a real person, and he needs to get home to his family, okay? Boom. With that being said, because of that delay, some superstars were able to charter planes. I know Brock Lesnar left a moment after his match. He was out of Saudi Arabia. They said Vince McMahon and his people were able to leave because he had his own plane, and whoever was able to get out, got out. But for the most part, people are probably on their way home today, which is Saturday, or en route in the evening. That is a 15, 16-hour flight. Don't nobody want to do that shit. And a lot of stars on Twitter made it clear that they don't want to deal with it. Kurt Hawkins, he posted a picture of his daughter dressed in her Halloween costume, and he wrote something along the lines of, I'm over here dealing with this bullshit, with this fake, wrestling, and I can't be home with my baby. And he's right. I told him, you are absolutely right, because you're a loser in the WWE, but you're a winner to your daughter, and you need to be home with her. I completely agree with Kurt Hawkins. And so on. Some people said never again. I believe Buddy Murphy was like, that'll be it for me. I'm not going over there no more. Riding a plane for 14 hours is insane, and you're going over there to entertain the people, but you may be putting your morals and values and ethics on the shelf in order to get a little bit of money. So with that being said, SmackDown took place yesterday. In the beginning, we had Paul Heyman come out with Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman went on and on and on, and then he showed the what you call the fight from Crown Jewel, and it was only like 2 minutes, but I didn't want to fucking see it. So, and with that being said, Paul Heyman said that Brock Lesnar quit. He's going to go find Rey Mysterio and whoop up on his ass, and anybody that got a problem with him quitting is too fucking bad. Listen, it's lazy writing, whatever. They left, I guess, to go to Raw and look for Rey Mysterio. Okay, boom. Keep in mind that I just told y'all that the Fiend had won the Red Brands belt, the Universal Championship, and the Fiend is a SmackDown superstar. So they had to figure some way to get the championship that Brock has off the show, because you can't have two, and Raw has nothing. So basically, we're going to take Brock back to Raw and I guess regurgitate the same tired ass wrestling. I don't know what's gonna go on with that. I don't know. Oh, I forgot. The U.S. Championship. AJ Styles won. He went up against who he went up against? Humberto Carrillo, and Humberto Carrillo won the tournament to get to AJ Styles. And you know what? I completely forgot about Team Hogan and Team fucking Flair. Yeah, so anyway, Team Hogan won because what's his name? Roman Reigns is on there, and you already know how that goes. I think that's about it. Okay, I don't think I forgot anything. Okay, so after they left, we went ahead into a match with the heel Bailey coming out with the fabulous Sasha Banks against Nikki Cross. Now, so they having a match or whatever. Bayley's really stoic, and you know, she's a heel and she don't give a fuck about nobody, and you know, Nikki Cross and Sasha's doing her thing, and the match was fine. All of a sudden, you hear that, and fucking Shayna Baszler comes out of the damn audience. NXT's women's champion, Shayna Baszler, comes out the audience and beats the dog shit out of Bayley, throws Sasha into the side of the ring post, kicks Nikki Cross out of the ring, beats up the SmackDown Women's Champion, stands tall, wipes her mouth, puts her jacket on, looks at everybody, takes it all in, and gets out the ring. She literally made a statement. I popped, as well as the audience. I popped hard. Okay? The one thing I like about Shayna Baszler, and there's you can't deny that woman is a heel from head to fucking toe. She can never be a babyface. She doesn't look like one. She doesn't carry herself like one. Even when she smiles, she looks heelish and evil, like a bitch. Excellent. And I'm so glad that those two, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke, I'm really glad that they were not involved in her coming and showing up and showing out. It was completely unnecessary for them to be there because they're terrible wrestlers. I don't know why they're not picking up anything over in the NXT. Then we go to Sami Zayn backstage, and he's talking shit about, you know, NXT coming over, and I don't know what they're gonna do, but they better not fuck with me, you know, type shit. And the camera pans out, and it's Matt Riddle and Keith Lee. Keith Lee is a star, and Matt Riddle is a star, and I enjoyed it. The thing is, Sami Zayn does nothing for me. He excites some of you. So he's talking shit, and he said, okay, well, I'm going to go to the car. They were like, yeah, we're going to go too. And they ran. Okay, so Sami Zayn runs to the ring to get away from them two. They run behind them. Well, he was supposed to run to the car, but he ended up detouring and ended up at the ring. They get him in the ring, and they proceed to, you know, talk shit to him. Sami Zayn, fuck it. He threw a punch to the bro. Fucking Matt Riddle ducked and gave him whatever move that's called. I think it's called the bro Derek? I don't even know why it's called that. But he gave it to him. And then Keith Lee climbed up the ropes and did some frog splash, and it was fabulous. And everyone loved it. And they danced to Matt Riddle's theme music. Now, if you watch the show, you can hear the audience saying "Bask in His Glory," which is Keith Lee's theme song. Some people knew, you know, they wanted to bask in His glory. They wanted to do that, but it didn't pick up. So it was cool. Oh no, he did a moonsault. That big motherfucker did a moonsault. Yes, he did. And it was actually fabulous. That moonsault was better than Charlotte. You would think Charlotte weighed 500 pounds the way she does a moonsault. Really, really good. It was really good. It was a good time. Then we had, I don't know why Sami Zayn gets beat up all the time. I don't know. But he got his ass whipped. So Miz TV went ahead and took place. And the reason why Miz TV happened, it was supposed to be Bray Wyatt on Miz TV. But like I told you all, the Crown Jewel debacle jammed up some of the superstars, so they couldn't go. So Miz TV, it went on, and he was out there talking and, you know, doing his thing. And the heel of heels in the men division of NXT, Tommaso Ciampa, came out, told Miz to essentially shut the fuck up and let's fight. They fought. It was good. Ciampa, you know, I believe he kicked the Miz with a knee, pinned him, gave him a fairy tale ending, and it was cool. It was really cool and good. I liked it. I know who Ciampa is. I know who these people are. I love seeing people I know. I was just like, yeah. Can Can we get more of matches that just happen from people you've never seen before? That would be great. Then we get the best part. Then we get to the good part. Then it's getting good. We get the ladies is coming through. So Fire and Desire was supposed to have a match against Carmella and, oh my God, Dana Brooke. So Fire and Desire, they're waiting in the ring. We go backstage. Bianca Belair is beating the dog shit out of Dana Brooke. Like, she is slamming her so hard. Like, she's dog walking Dana Brooke. Then she turns her attention to Carmella, fucking, I guess that's what, a bench press, and throws her in the back of the crates like she's yesterday's garbage, and she was through with it. After that, they go turn their attention to the ring. You got Rhea Ripley and Tegan Knox standing up there. Let me tell you something about Rhea Ripley, and I'm gonna have to do a spotlight on her because it's something about her. It's her look, it's her stance, it's her build, it's her presence. This bitch holds herself like she's 17 feet tall. I think she's only like 5'6", 5'5". You wouldn't know it the way she looks. I think she has long legs for a short woman. I love Rhea Ripley. I love it. When she was talking, she said something along the lines of, y'all looking for a fight? Well, we here to kick your ass. The audience was quiet simply because they're like, who the fuck is these bitches, right? Okay, so then you got the commentators who actually were entertaining. One of them was like, oh, that's an accent. I think she's Australian. Yeah. And she was like, you're looking for a fight? Well, I'm here, and we're here to kick your ass. And they got in the ring, and, Sonya Deville was thrown by Tegan Knox. Sonya kind of oversold it and kicked Renee Young in the mouth. And when you go back in the ring, Rhea Ripley has Mandy Rose in like some type of chicken wing, and she's, vibrating, and she tapped out. Done. It was just like, that's it. You got beat by submission. It was quick, but they made their presence known. If you don't know who Rhea Ripley is, and she's like she's really intimidating. She's, she's throwing up her sign, and she's just like, yeah, look up Rhea Ripley. Tegan Knox is gonna have to, when you're in the ring with somebody like that, you're gonna have to figure out how you could kind of come from behind. I don't know what happened to Tegan Knox's homegirl, but apparently they said she hurt. I forgot her name. Then we get the best part. Everything was good, but this was super good because anytime I get to yell out these two phrases, I'm always excited. So we go backstage, and Triple H has been hovering around with his homeboy, Shawn Michaels, and what's his name? Daniel Bryan comes up, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? Whoop, whoop, whoop. And he told Triple H, like, I want to fight, and you're standing in my face. If you want to fight, let's fucking fight. I'm tired of this, right? Triple H was in his face like, yeah, the audience is going crazy. We sitting there like, oh, Triple H finna put on his pants and show them old pecs. No. He was like, no, but I know someone who may want to fight you. And then in the side, right in the back, you got fucking Shawn Michaels got this he's looking serious. He taking his jacket off. He was like, yeah, I think I know. And they look at him, and he was like, woo, it's cold, guys. Put the jacket back on. And you know, the audience was like, oh. So Triple H was like, no, I know someone who wants to fight you. In comes my boy, Adam Cole, with the NXT Championship draped on his shoulders. Adam Cole is just standing there letting what y'all call Papa H talk, Papa H and Uncle Sean talk about how fabulous he is. And he said, you know what? He's going to fight you. So Daniel Bryan said, if he's going to fight me, it's for that NXT Championship. Adam Cole was like, okay. Triple H said, you cool? Everybody was like, yeah. He said, boom, you got it. We go to commercial. We get ready for the fucking fight. Come back to the ring. Daniel Bryan comes in. Then Adam Cole comes to do his ring entrance, and Roderick Strong is pounding him up. You know, the United States World Champion for NXT. He's like, yeah, man, go in there and do it. I wonder where the tag team champs were. That would have been cool because they could have did their little you know, pose or whatever. So Adam Cole's coming to the ring. This is all I want to do, y'all. I want to say, boom, Adam Cole, baby. That's it. And I got to do it. And see, you know, this is why I just, when you know people want to do it, let the shit play. He got up there, boom, boom, boom. I said, yeah, that's it. Okay, so the match started. Fabulous. Fabulous. Panama Sunrise, Canadian Destroyer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I love looking at it. Adam Cole is a star. Listen, I don't give a fuck if that man is 5'2". He's a star. I wish all of you would get over this fucking height and what you think a heavyweight looks like. Adam Cole versus Drew McIntyre would be absolutely phenomenal. I wouldn't mind seeing Adam Cole versus Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar, when he fights the smaller guys, it seems like he puts a little bit more attention to detail in his wrestling, and it comes out really good. This right here, this was a great main event. It was an awesome match, okay? At the end, all of NXT came to the ring. Triple H gave a speech about family, blood. This is who we are. We not like them other people. We here. We made our statement known. We not fucking playing. Raw, SmackDown, you on notice. The bar has been set. When you come back proper. Don't fuck around. Period. I loved it. SmackDown. Let me tell you something before I go. What needs to happen going forth, I think this is what I would like to happen on Raw and SmackDown when it pertains to NXT, because NXT, Vince McMahon put them in a war against AEW, for better or for worse. Listen, I think what needs to happen from now on is have NXT superstars just floating around Raw and SmackDown. Like, if you watching Raw and they go in the back and like people are like getting ready to go to the ring and they walk by and it's like I don't know, fucking Mia Yim and who wrestles over there, Mia Yim and Oni Lorcan, I don't know, whatever, whoever's over there, two of them is in the back and they chilling, and one of the Raw superstars walk by and look at them and they like, don't even fucking think about it because we're gonna set it on you. And then kind of on Raw, on SmackDown, you got two more over there and they like, don't even think about it because we're gonna whoop your ass. Like, you know, what's his name, Johnny Gargano could be walking the halls and people just like, what's going on? Keep the NXT presence there. And this way, they can get more exposure and the audience could get to know them and say, you know what? They come on Wednesday nights. I want to see these people more, especially after Friday. What I don't want to happen is you give me this great of a show. You give me some good ass wrestling. And then next Friday, or Monday for matter of fact, you come back with the same bullshit. Do you know we were going to get Roman Reigns versus fucking King Corbin? Again, that's what we were going to get on SmackDown. Do you know that's what we were going to get? And instead, because of the mishap and the snafu in Saudi Arabia, we got one of the best, well-produced, last-minute, thrown-together shows of 2019. We're going into 2020, y'all. It's November. And we just now getting a show that tastes good, felt good, moved in 2 hours. You wasn't tired. You didn't feel like a jackass. Introduced the right people. Please, please keep the momentum. Please, please. That's all I'm asking. Especially with Survivor Series coming on. NXT needs to win Survivor Series because you put them in a war against AEW. Raw always wins Survivor Series. Raw is not the A show no more. SmackDown is supposed to be the A show, but it's been a terrible show. Please keep this going. If you gotta bring SmackDown stars over, Xia Li, fucking Io Shirai, Listen, the women's division in NXT is fucking ridiculous, but we'll talk about that later. But if you gotta bring over some, can we get Velveteen to come over for a minute? Just let Velveteen, he even gotta wrestle. Just let Velveteen come over to Velveteen and do the thing and introduce himself and say, oh, y'all don't know me, you're gonna get to know me, maybe kick somebody in the head. Like, come on. Don't give me a taste and take it away, please. I think that's it. It was so good last night. Alright, y'all. This is Wrestling in Color. I'm Stephanie once again. Please, thumbs up and thumbs down. Thank you for subscribing. All my new subscribers, all my old subbies. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Don't forget, I am on my road to 100. That is my goal. I want 100 subbies because I feel like I deserve it. I am on my way. Please tell a friend to tell a friend and tell that friend you hate to come and listen to me talk about wrestling. They don't even have to know what the fuck I'm talking about. I make the shit so entertaining that they'll go looking for wrestling, okay? They'll go looking for it. I'm telling you. Thank you all. Make sure you hit comment. Make sure you subscribe to my Instagram and YouTube. Follow as well. And Instagram and Twitter. Those links are in the banner on this page and in the About section and all over the place. And that's it. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you enjoy yourself. Enjoy your Saturday. And I will be back with another episode. Alright, y'all. Later.